it's Bailey from Making It from the Midwest, and I know what you're thinking. Holy vamp, Batman. This is a dark look, and that is because I am doing a review and tutorial for the e.l.f. Maleficent palette, and there are a few of these. As you can see, I have both the Cruella de Vil, whoop, there it went, Cruella de Vil and the Maleficent palette. This is just going to be a review and tutorial using this one, and then I'll have one of these up either tomorrow or the day after that. But for now we are doing the Maleficent look, and this just begged to have a dark, smoky, purpley green. Those are her colors. So that's what this is. In this video, I'm going to be telling you all about this palette, what comes in it, what I think of it, and give you an example of a deep, dark, vampy Maleficent look you can recreate doing it. So if you want to see all that, please continue watching. So to start, these palettes are sold exclusively at Walgreens. You might not be able to, or they might be harder to find because you can only find them at Walgreens, and they're one of those seasonal releases, so they, not all of them put them out at the same time. So keep checking back at your Walgreens if they don't have them, and if you do find them, snag them quick, because I can't tell you, when I picked mine up, I picked the two I knew I wanted, went to go to the cashier to ring up, and she said, oh, so that's what people have been calling in about. And so clearly people have been calling Walgreens to see if they have them. So if you find them, get them while they're hot. Now, you look inside and you can see that there is a mirror here, and then you can see it opens up into a look, whoop, I'm off screen. Opens up into a lookbook. You have this vampy look here, and then you go into a daytime look here. Basically, it just gives you two nice face charts, one for day, one for night. Then you go onto this side of the palette and you get 8 eyeshadows, all of which are named, which is very nice because I think this is the first e.l.f. palette I've ever seen that has named eyeshadows, which is not like a deal breaker or anything. It's just kind of fun, I think. So all the eyeshadows are named in here. You get a primer. It's probably the essential primer, although it's completely repackaged and mini. Then you get 2 lip pencils. I can't find one. That's what I used on my, well, I should start. You get 2 pencils. They are both lip and cheek pencils, and so I'm not sure if these are just little tiny pencil cast-offs that they thought, you could use these on cheeks instead, rather than giving a blush in this. So you don't have a blush, but rather you have 2 pencils that double as both lip and cheek color. So you'll see how that works out in the tutorial. I'm using one on my cheeks and one on my lips. So you get 2 of those. You also get a clear glittery liner, which I really, really like, and is a really nice clear liner, but you don't get a black liner, which, as you'll see when I do this tutorial, is something that the look kind of needs. So that is one thing that this palette is lacking. Oh, it also comes with eyelashes, which I'm wearing, and come right here. You get a little thing of eyelash glue, these fun lashes. Of these 2 palettes that I have, these are probably my favorite because they're those kind of spiky, definitely not natural looking, definitely more theatrical, but they're very spiky and nice. They do have thick bands though, so I had some real issues with getting it to lay down flat. As usual, I suck at putting on lashes to begin with, so my inner corners were popping up like crazy. So let's talk about shadows. This palette is really nice in that it gives you both warm and kind of cooler tones. Up here you have a warm, what would this, pink champagne, a gold, a blue, purple, and a green, and then on the bottom you have a cool silver, a sparkly black, but it's like not black, it's like medium gray. Then you have a kind of true purple, true dusty purple here, and a sparkly deep purple, or it's a deep dark, almost black purple with dark purple shimmer. So you get a good kind of mix of colors with this palette. The quality of the shadows is, it's pretty much like e.l.f. They're very buildable. As you can see, I mean, I'm not lacking in pigmentation here, but it did, oh good grief. But it did take quite a bit to get to this layer, or this level of intensity as far as shadows go. So there is that, but if you have experienced e.l.f. shadows before, you will know that. Overall, they're pretty good, and there's a nice mix of colors in this palette. So for the look I'm wearing now, I took this color called Spindle, that pink champagne color, and I put it on the inner third of my eye. Then I took Scepter, which is the gold shade, and I put it on the kind of middle part of my eye. Probably up until halfway. Then I took this gorgeous foresty green color Fauna, and I put that on, I pat that on the outer corner, like I said, to really build the intensity. I had to pat it on a few times to really get that kind of green color I wanted, but eventually it got there. Then I took a little pencil brush and this shade Fog of Doom, which is that blue purple color. I put that in my outer corner, and then I kind of cut a crease for myself, and I took it all the way into my inner corner. Don't look at this eye. This is kind of this is the inner corner that really still won't stick, and it's ticking me off, but anywho. And then I took the same shade, Fog of Doom, that same pencil brush, and I put it along my lower lash line. Then to really deepen up that outer corner, I took Diablo, that deep dark black purple with purple shimmer, and I placed that same pencil brush in the outer corner and then blended everything out, just to make sure it was really seamless, and yet the colors weren't muddied. They were still distinct from each other, but really seamless. You didn't want this to be kind of a piecewise type thing. This is where I wish there had been the black liquid liner in this kit, because it was really helpful in putting down before the lashes went on, just in case you had a gap you couldn't see in between the fake lashes and your real lashes. Also a pencil liner, because this kind of look really needed some liner on the waterline, and so that, even if it was only as small as the lip brushes that come in this kit, it would have been nice to have. But it's not a deal breaker. I'm sure if you buy this, you probably have a black liner somewhere in your collection, so not a huge deal. So then I applied these lashes, and this eyelash glue is kind of neat because the cap twists off. At first I wasn't going to use it, and I thought might as well tell people how it works. And it's actually kind of cool because the cap twists off, and rather than being one of those squeeze tube things, there's a little stick or a wand that'll help you apply it to your lashes, which I really liked. But like I said, the lashes have a really thick band, and even still are not adhering. Just this one is not adhering to my inner corner. So that's problematic, but that's also an application issue, and if you're an expert eyelash applier, you might not, this might mean nothing to you. So then once those were applied, I took the glitter liner that came in this kit, and it's just so beautiful. I put it on the inner third, I would say, of my eye and my lower lash line, and it's just so perfect for this kit because it has multiple colors of sparkles, but the primary colors in it are green and purple and gold, and they just match the colors in this kit so well, and I love it. I think it's a great addition to this kit, and it dries pretty fast, so that is also neat. Then you have the two lip and cheek pencil things. I use this kind of light plum shade, the lighter of the two pencils, on my cheeks. What I did for this, because I was kind of at a loss for how to apply this pencil to my cheeks, I ran it or like warmed it up and put it on my finger, and then I just dabbed it on like that. And as it turned out, it was pretty good. It didn't really disturb the shadow or the powder and my foundation that I have on right now, so it's pretty nice. It is a little weird and difficult to get used to, and I wish they would have just put a regular blush in this thing, but it'll do you in a fix, so you're good there. Then on the lips, I took the darker of the two purples, which is kind of this burgundy but also kind of fuchsia. It's just gorgeous, and that is what I am wearing on my lips right now.